Now, I don't know why this story wasn't bigger in the news. I only found one news video to a website, and I'm going to give a shout out to lawandcrime.com. And I'm not really, I don't really remember which website I got it from. I only found one news video. Why the story wasn't bigger is just beyond me. I think it's very important. I want to share it with you. But before we get into the details, let me give you guys a disclaimer real quick. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And again, thank you to lawandcrime.com. Always get most of my stories from them. A 36-year-old man and his 45-year-old wife. 36-year-old man and his 45-year-old wife in Delaware this week admitted to a litany of horrific crimes for torturing and abusing their two children for many years. Now, I didn't put a picture up of the children. I didn't find it. But like I say, if we do, I have to be very, very cautious about that. Okay, so I'm not going to have any pictures of the children. Mary Vinson and Charles Vinson face a combined total of more than 500 years in prison. I think it's closer to like 600 if you split it. After pleading guilty to more than 50 felony charges for the reviling mistreatment of the kids, one of whom was abused from ages 11 to 13 years old, while the other was abused from age 10 to 11. Mary Vinson, the boy's stepmother, pleaded to 42 felonies, including 6 counts of first-degree child abuse, 2 counts of kidnapping, 4 counts of strangulation, 2 counts of conspiracy, among other charges. Charles Vinson, their biological father, so this is Dad's girlfriend. Isn't that something? Dad has failed. Their biological father pled to 12 felonies, including 3 counts of first-degree child abuse, 2 counts of kidnapping, 2 counts of intimidation, and 1 count of second-degree assault. The husband and wife are set to be sentenced in Kent County Superior Court in January. Mary Vinson faces between 30 to 444 years in prison. Why is the number so varied like that is beyond me. But that's the way it's written up in the law. And her husband faces between 10 years, which seems like nothing, to a potential of 158 years. Like, why is it that big of a gap? It's just weird. According to a press release from the AG's office, the Vincents heartlessly abused the 2 children in their Houston area home over 20 months. So Texas takes the L. It's about 65 miles south of Wilmington, Delaware, or it says Houston area. Wilmington, Delaware. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I got that wrong. Prosecutors previously categorized their actions as serial child abuse and torture. The abuse include making the children stand in place for extended periods, withholding food, force feeding, and physical assaults. Authorities previously said that the parents regularly punched and kicked the kids in the face, often making one of the boys watch their sibling being hurt. The parents captured many of the attacks on video by the parents, and I can almost guarantee you that's why they got the much greater charges, because they got it on video. That is crazy. Both children were hospitalized several times over the past 2 years due to the severity of the abuse, much of which was caught on video by cameras that the parents had installed in the kids' rooms. Filming their own damn crimes just can't be that level of stupid. As previously reported by Law and Crime, prosecutors said in court documents that between March of 2021 and March of 2022, physical assaults at the hands of Mary and Charles Vinson resulted in the children being hospitalized 6 times. In April 2021, Both of their children were hospitalized on the same day. The Vincents also provided false information about the children to medical professionals and doctors when the kids required medical treatment and lied to investigators looking into the allegations of abuse against the couple. 600 potential years, man. Just hell, give it all to them. Not gonna feel bad about that. Do any of y'all feel bad that they're gonna get 600 combined years in prison? I don't. Give it to them. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And if you guys are listening to the sound of my voice, do me a favor and please hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Like, do you think 600 years is excessive? Do you think it's right? Do you not care? Let me know what you guys think. But this is the one news video I was able to find.
It is being called a case of child torture in Kent County. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm Steve Hammond. A Kent County couple has been indicted on nearly 650 charges of abusing two children. WBOC's Chris Weimer joins us tonight in the Newsplex. Chris, the Delaware Attorney General calls this a case that keeps her and her team up at night.
Yes, Steve, the Department of Justice says the abuse happened over a period of 20 months. The Delaware DOJ outlining the allegations against 45-year-old Mary Vinson and her husband, 36-year-old Charles Vinson, saying they would make the children stand for long periods of time, not feeding them, sometimes force feeding them, and physically assaulting them. The children were sent to the hospital several times. In a statement, Attorney General Kathy Jennings says, quote, "These are the cases that keep us up at night. The evidence in this case is disturbing, and my prayers are with the victims who, thank God, are somewhere safe." She went on to say, "We will seek swift and complete justice against the accused. Nothing matters more than protecting our kids," end quote. Included in the 646 charges, they've been charged with over 80 felonies, which include child abuse, kidnapping, and endangering the welfare of a child. If convicted on all charges, the Vincents face hundreds of years behind bars.
All right, Chris Weimer, thank you for that.
And I can almost guarantee you guys, let me get that man off my screen. I can almost guarantee you the majority of it was because they got it on videotape. Like, you can't be that level of dumb, cruel. But you know what? That's why I think sometimes, just especially like when you get a lot of these shootings and stuff like that, they get caught on video camera and people are live streaming their crimes with their smartphones and stuff like that, and they get caught. I say good riddance. And that's what you get. Like, for people that record their crimes and they get in trouble, I think it is what it is, and I think it serves them well. And I'm just thankful for technology that sometimes it's smarter than the people who are actually using it. That's my opinion. Give them all the years. Give them all 600 years. We ain't going to feel bad. Peace to them. Keep those children in your prayers and prayer, and pray that they can grow up in a household where they can recover and potentially grow up and become something great. We really, really pray for their recovery, okay? But thank you guys so much for listening to the story. Thank you.